What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. In today's video, we're going to be doing a voiceover and something that I think is very crucial for anyone who's learning to ride and is brand new in riding just like me. So the point of this video is to honestly give you guys some feedback and to learn from my mistakes, honestly, because if you guys watch this and learn anything from it and take anything away from it, then my job was successful. So let's get straight into the video that we're going to be watching. In this video, I'm going to be letting you guys know this is my second or third time ever being on the highway. At this time, I was going to a store, I believe. Ultimately, I wasn't recording a video. Now every time that I'm out and on the road, I'm always turning on the GoPro just in case things like this happen. And just for learning experiences. So it's always good for me to, one, have it in case anything bad happens, and two, for these exact moments. So let's go ahead and jump into the clips and what I want to show you guys, so that way hopefully you guys can take something away. So here in the video, we are just cruising along on the highway. I'm going about 70-80ish miles per hour. I'm basically following the flow of traffic. There's not a lot of cars, but I'm kind of going to their speed. And here, as you can see, I merge into the middle lane. Now let's be clear and let me be 100% honest, that was not my intent by any means. I was just trying to lean and follow through the corner and stay in the very far right lane. The biggest thing and the biggest crucial thing that I want to point out and mention in that, while it doesn't seem that crucial, that could have absolutely caused me to hit a car or become a statistic or being a wreck. Thankfully, during this time, it was, around 7-8ish p.m. on a Thursday, so there wasn't many cars out there. And as you can see in the video, I'll try to play it back again so we can see it again. But at 40. But as you can see, we are going straight and we are now starting to lean a little bit, but we just instantly merge into that lane. Like, you don't see me checking the mirrors, you don't see me looking back, because my intent again was never to merge in there. So my takeaway from this, and a couple of things that I learned from looking back at and reviewing this, was one, to be completely honest, I don't think I was looking through the corner. I don't think I was looking deep enough. I think I was looking pretty shallow, maybe 10-15 feet ahead of me, which as a new rider you cannot do. When you guys are going at these speeds, you absolutely need to be leaning with the bike, pushing the bike in order to commit to that lean and look forward, because I promise you, if this was during the day when there was cars, I absolutely would have merged into that lane and hit a car. And potentially where they're at, I could have been in front of them, I could hit their side, a whole load of things. So I cannot stress enough how much looking through the corners and looking where you want to go is important. And this day, it didn't only happen once. As I'm playing this video and we're going to be going through, it happens again and again. This second time, I'm a lot closer to a car. There is cars next to me, and it honestly, in my brain and my head, I was so freaking scared, because ultimately this could happen to any one of you guys. Even if you guys are experienced, like if you guys aren't focused or things are going through your brain, this could very much happen. And we're actually coming up to the section. As you guys can see, that car passes me. We're going 70-80ish and we're starting to lean. And as you can see, I start merging into the middle lane. And this time, I'm more cognizant and push more, and with that lean, and also the radius of the turn starts to decrease, and ultimately I decide I'm going to push all the way, and I'm going to be on the third lane position, and the third sector of that lane. So if you guys haven't taken any course or know anything about courses, in the MSF course, they kind of break down that one lane, like this individual lane that I'm in. As a biker, you want to split into 3 sections: the first section, the second, and third. The first section, if you guys are behind a car, or if you guys are like a 2-lane, usually that is the best lane position for people to see you, especially if you are in front of a car, just because that's more or less where the driver is going to be roughly. So it's good to be in that. The middle position is roughly when you're driving just day to day. I'm not really in that position. And the third position, which is the farthest right, depending on what's going on, if I'm turning or if I'm going out through the curves, this video, just to let you guys know, was taken 2-3 weeks ago, so I've had a lot of time to process and get better at this. But ultimately, as you guys can see, and I might be replaying that section, you guys need to be safe out there, and you guys gotta ensure that you guys are paying attention and looking through those curves, because it can be brutal. Like, obviously nothing happened to me, thankfully, but it honestly could have turned so bad so quickly with me, just the lack of experience. So I think honestly this was the third time I was on the highway, and probably the second or third week of me, I think actually it was the second week of me being on the big roads, because when I first started riding, the first week or two I was on my local roads just going around the block. They were all less than 30 miles per hour, really no traffic at all. And then at this point, this was my second week of being on what I would consider real roads, or what I would consider roads above 50 miles per hour, where honestly if something happens at those speeds, a lot of damage can be done. Don't get me wrong, you can definitely get hurt at speeds from 1 to 30, but in my personal opinion, what can happen versus being at higher speeds is drastic. If I hit a car at 30 versus 50 or 60, 70, what can happen is a lot different. But again, guys, I just want to make sure that you guys take away from this video and my personal experience, guys, you guys 100% need to make sure, one, you guys feel confident in your bike. Obviously I'm still relatively new to this bike at this time, and still now, like, I don't want to say I'm super experienced with my bike yet. Two, because of that confidence level, I didn't really know how much I can lean, or how much I should lean, or how much I should press when going to those speeds. I've now have had more practice on those high speed leaning experience and feel a little more confident, but at that time in my brain I was just, to be completely honest, just shitting bricks, because I literally felt the bike leaning. And at this time also there's a ton of wind that you're facing and feeling, so that wind, me trying to lean, and then also just thinking of like look ahead and look through the curve. Unfortunately I didn't, like I said, I didn't look deep enough. I was looking pretty shallow. All doesn't lead to a lot of things. So yeah, and the last thing before we head off, today's video was obviously different. I am actually recording this on a Friday, just before I head out to Mexico. I recorded the last video that was uploaded last week yesterday, so I'm trying to make sure that I get something out for you guys. The goal for this channel, and the goal for me with the motovlogging stuff, is to at least get one video out a week, and currently the schedule that I'm trying to aim for is every Friday, because I'm going to be out in Mexico for a whole week. Today's the only opportunity I'm going to be able to get to record something. So I know, slightly different, right? But I think the value of showing any new rider what I experience and what to consider and think about when you guys are riding is very valuable, because again, if this was in daylight with a lot of traffic, I might not be standing here today. I might be in the hospital, I might be dead. And I hate to say that, but the honest truth is that is a real reality. So hopefully you guys can take away, the knowledge and the, hey, like, just look through, press, be confident, and ultimately just be safe out there, guys. And for any of you guys who are not riding with gear, bless you. And guys, please do me the favor, and at minimum, ride with a helmet. I've seen so many bikers out here, especially with Harleys and even with some sports bikes, which is just astonishing that you guys are not wearing helmets. But that being said, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hopefully you guys take something out of my experiences. And with that being said, you guys got to remember, you guys got to grind to shine. With that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful weekend, and peace out.